so I just finished with the Crucible week number 4. This was basically the exact same workout we did in week 2, except it was harder. So with week number 2, we did 50 repetitions, and then in between each move was 1 minute of what they call the army crawl. So you've got your feet on the sliders, and you're just moving your elbows up and back. So you go forward for 3, and then you go back for 3, and your feet just stay in a plank mode, your whole body stays in a plank mode, and the sliders just allow your body to go back and forth. But that move there, it just depends on what you just did to decide on what's going to be hurting during that move. So sometimes it's your shoulders, sometimes it's your core, sometimes it's your thighs. Man, it's just it ends up being a difficult move. Now, I would say that move for week 2 was more difficult than this week, because in week 2 we did that for 60 seconds. So we do 50 repetitions and then 60 seconds of the army crawl, where this week we did 75 repetitions. That became the more difficult piece, and then 30 seconds of the army crawl. So the army crawl really wasn't that bad. I think the last few reps or the last few rounds of the army crawl, I was starting to feel it at that juncture, as far as the core was getting a little tired, trying to really concentrate on keeping the belly button kind of tucked in nice and tight, keeping the core tight so we didn't get a bow in the back or anything like that. But man, 75 repetitions for those moves, I didn't finish one. No, the first move, the burpee push-ups, I did those 75 straight. I didn't have a problem with those. I think because you're going down and you get back up, it's not like you're doing 75 straight push-ups. So I was able to do that. I was going faster at the beginning than I was at the end, but I got a little bit ahead of the people on the DVD, and so, or on the video, and so I was able to slow down a little bit towards the end of that and get them all in without having to ever stop. And then everything else I had to stop on at some point in time. So my goal was to try to get to that 50 repetitions like we did last time, and at least get to that point before I pooped out, but that didn't always happen. Sometimes around number 35 or something like that, especially the close grip push-ups. That for me was the most difficult move to complete this time, because when you hit a wall on those, you kind of hit a wall. So last time we did 50, I think I did like the first 35, pretty much basically what I did today, and then I just had to knock out 15 more. But when I got to 35 this time, I wasn't even halfway. So it was like 35, and then I think I did 15, and then it was like I did 10, and then I did like 7, and then I did 8, whatever it was. It took a while to get to the end, but I finished in the same time that they finished on the video. So that was good, because they were having to slow down or having to stop for a second or whatever. He even tapped himself in for one of the guys at one point in time, did a few of his reps for him. So it is difficult, but again, it's all about just finishing the repetitions. That's what he wants you to do. He's not looking for perfection. He even tells you to take the jump out on a couple of the moves when you're doing the switch lunges. Take the jump out if you need to. I didn't, but I did like 35, took a break, did like 15, took a break, did like another 15 or whatever. I just kept taking the break and kind of shaking the legs out, and I was probably going at a little bit quicker pace than they were. So I was able to, if I got a little bit behind, I was able to catch back up, or if I was a little ahead, take that little bit of a rest and have them catch up to me. So that's one way to do it. The goblet squats, again, there's no way, I can't do 75 of those in a row. I can't even do 50 of those in a row. So again, I think I only got to 25 before I had to shake out, and then I was just trying to gut through it. I don't remember exactly what that looked like. It was probably pretty ugly. But that just tells you this is a difficult workout. It's not easy. There are times in the workout where you're like, why am I doing this? What is the point? So but it really is more like a test. It's kind of like a test of the mind, a test of the body. See how far your body has come. See how far you can stretch your body and get in those few extra repetitions that maybe if you were doing this workout in a gym, you just quit. You just would say, no, you know what, I got to 50, that's good. I don't need to get to 75. But the program keeps going. He keeps talking to you. He keeps telling you to get those repetitions in. And so I like that. I like the motivation. I need it just as much as anybody else. So I was able to get all the repetitions done today. I didn't stop on any of them and didn't have to pause the workout at all. Just kept in pace. There was one time where I was finishing one and I had to jump on my sliders to get into the army crawl because I was a little bit behind. Maybe about 10 seconds, because it gives you about 15 seconds to get your sliders ready to go for the army crawls. But other than that, I was pretty much in time. So good workout. I think I did better than the first time. I'm not 100% sure because it was a little bit different. And then the last Crucible that we got coming at the end of the whole program, 100 repetitions for every single move. I don't know if we got to do army crawls in between that or not, but hopefully 15 seconds. Hopefully it's super short. All right, well, I will see you tomorrow to start week 5. I did this as a Sunday workout. I don't do Sunday workouts very often, but I had company in town, so this is when I could get it in. So even after crushing my body today, I got to come back and do again another workout tomorrow. So hopefully I'm not feeling it too much in the triceps from all those, because I think I've got another chest workout tomorrow. So we'll see. I'll see you tomorrow for another workout.